What's going on, folks? Ted from Immersion here, and it's my day 2 vlog from here at GenCon. So today was a little bit different. I actually played in 2 different games. I slept in really late in comparison. I slept till like 11 o'clock today. It was awesome. And I rolled out of bed and basically walked around the floor a little bit, and then hopped into my game at at 2 o'clock. Saw some folks, chatted with some people. I did a Harry Potter themed game at 2 o'clock because I was very curious to see how they would handle Harry Potter in a D&D setting. And calling it Harry Potter D&D was a bit of a stretch. It was really a parsed down version of 5th edition rules, but it wasn't really traditional Dungeons and Dragons. We had like a list of spells. No one had classes. You basically chose your house and you chose your parentage, your lineage, and that determined some of your ability scores. And you still had the same, you still had the same skills, but you had a specific list of spells that did a certain thing for with attack and damage and whatnot. But there was no. Basically, the biggest thing is you should put your points in Arcana because that was what determined how well your spells did, and pretty much everything you did was spell related for combat, other than like encounters you would do around the school. Um, it was okay. There was a cool moment. We all had like shish kebab skewers as like little wands. And there was a cool moment where I needed to, or someone in the party, basically we needed to there was a sacrifice thing, right? The villain to get to where we needed to go. Villain said villains don't understand sacrifice, and we need to sacrifice what villains want the most. And I was like, oh, that's power. It means we have to get rid of our wands or a wand. And everybody was like, no way, at the table. And I was like, fine, I'll do it. So I snapped my shish kebab skewer wand in half, and then we were able to get through and actually got a better wand as a part of the process, which was pretty cool. And then I kind of hung around for a little while. Um, I did meet some folks, which was cool, and then I went to my Power Rangers RPG at 8 p.m., and that was an absolute blast. It was amazing. There was actually 2 folks that were in the game that were fans of Nerd Immersion, which was pretty cool to see. And yeah, everybody at the table was like Power Rangers nerds, and that was really cool. And the system was really fun. I was the Black Ranger, even though I am wearing this yellow. I thought I was going to be the Yellow Ranger. I ended up being the Black Ranger, but that was cool. And it's interesting. So all the Rangers have different abilities that are sort of tied to their to the color of Ranger that you pick. And mind you, it is the Mighty Morphin series, so it's just those initial 6. We didn't have any Zord related fights, but we did have we fought putties. We dealt with like the drama of being teenagers, and then we also had to fight like a big monster, which was pretty cool. Yeah, so I was a little bit tougher as the Black Ranger, and I had like sort of bardic style abilities where I could like inspire my allies, but also like I could take more hits and like kind of self heal. Whereas like the Yellow Ranger was like faster and quicker and could do multiple strikes, and like the Green Ranger had like a solo thing since the Green Ranger always seemed to be off on his own. He did better on his own. The Pink Ranger was range focused. The Red Ranger was I don't remember what his specific ability was, but he was like always training, so he had some stuff tied to that. It was really fun. I'm very excited to see the final product. I'd like to get a copy of it. I'd love to run a game. I also feel like if you're gonna do it, you don't need to do 6 people, but you probably get the most out of it if you do 6. You get the full Ranger team, but you could probably do it with 3 or 4. But it was really fun. I'm very excited to try it out, and I imagine it's a similar system for GI Joe and for Transformers as well. So that was really cool. And then I basically went out and met up with some other friends. So our good friends at Describe, who have been sponsoring the channel for a while. This is one of their cards here. They actually won an Emmy award. They were nominated for 2, so they took one home, which was pretty cool for them. And I also met with the folks over at Mage Hand Press, who have a Kickstarter going on right now. It's doing very successful. And also the folks over from Start Playing. So tomorrow at the con, Saturday, I'm going to be doing a lot of interviews. So ideally, that's all I have planned. So I will hopefully be able to come back to my hotel room, start editing those interviews, and start getting them up online for you. Just so you know, what's on the docket for tomorrow is WizKids, Cobalt Press, Mage Hand Press, Start Playing, and Funko Pop, actually, currently. We'll see if the Funko Pop folks actually want to have a traditional interview or they just want to chat about stuff. I don't really know. That was the only one that's kind of, I'm unsure of. The other ones I kind of understand what we're going to talk about. There might be more interviews as well. Some of you had asked me if I would stream or be able to record some of the games that I was playing in. And while that does sound very fun, it's hard to do that, especially if the folks who are sitting down to play with me don't know that I want to do that. And so I didn't really feel comfortable doing that. Now, we might, if we get into a game tomorrow with any of the folks that I just mentioned who are producers of games or products or things like that, and we decide to maybe do like some fun thing, maybe I can set up some gear and stream it. But currently, that's not the plan. So, yeah, this has been. It was a little more crowded today for sure. There's definitely lines at all of the food trucks comparatively. I'd say the halls were still packed, but not as packed. Tomorrow will be the true determining factor, as it is Saturday. But yeah, it was. I still have plenty of stickers left if you're here at the con, and I still have some dice and enamel pins. I'm starting to get a little low on those. I do think I have more at the house back home, but I don't have too many more here at the con. So again, and then Sunday, just to give you a heads up, Sunday is wide open for me. So I'm probably going to do some shopping on Sunday. So back in the expo hall, and then depending on what's going on, I might just find like a spot and sit and hang out and let you guys know where I'm at. If you want to come find me and hang out, that'd be cool. I also will be at the Mage Hand Press. They're doing like a sort of mini event out by like the block party here at GenCon. So if you happen to be there, I will be not there right at 4 o'clock, but I will be there shortly after. And then you guys can come hang out and see me there. So anyway, let me know how you feel about this vlog style content. Like I said, it's you guys. Some of you seem to really like it. It's just something fun and quick I can do. It lets me recap the day and let folks know what's going on. But yeah, all in all, it's been a good time. I'm hoping to have some more fun stories for you tomorrow. But I'll be focused more on editing the interviews. And yeah, before you know it, Wild Beyond the Witchlight will be available to the general public, which will be this coming Tuesday, where I will begin full coverage of that. So, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.